You are listening to session 122 of Primordial Harmony, a retelling of the classic Elemental Evil story in the D&D multiverse. My name is Mike, and tonight I'm joined by...
Hello, I'm Senna. I'm playing Delia, the Gnome Wizard, and Are we doing both?
Yeah.
And Snow, the Elven Cleric.
And I am Kitties, and I will be playing Hum, the Gnome Bard, and Ren, the Goliath Barbarian.
Hello, Internet peeps. My name is Miles. I'm playing Tadias Oddenough. He's an Osmar Seeker, and Chaddock is Winthrop, a human druid.
Hey, I'm Nyx. I'm playing Vok. She's a changeling rogue. And then I'm playing Bite. She's a tabaxi monk.
Alright. When last we left the Pact of Coilrit Dwome, we see the Excavators, Delia, Hum, Tadias, and Vox with Oxor the Gold Dragonborn and Rook the Snurfneblin making their way back from the plateau that held the air portal towards the way back down to the Dwarven ruins that once was a stronghold of the now defunct Cult of Howling Hatred. The party came across those cultists that were standing on a small plateau, unaffected by the winds, now very, very angry with the group. They engaged and were swiftly dealt with, as their accompanying priest discovered that his powers granted by the air portal by that rift to the plane of elemental air were gone. He threw himself to his death, while Delia shoved initiates off the plateau with Bigby's hand. Two of the initiates surrendered, and Tadias picked over what they might know, not really gaining much more information, but Hum still seething over how much pain the cult caused, not just the Aarakocra that lived up here, seeing it up close in Iki. She killed them outright. The Excavators returned to the spire where more of the Aarakocra used to make their home, then hung a left and headed for a series of plateaus they had passed by at first, on suspicion that there is where the horn that controlled Atair might be. They found a fungal garden, of which Delia took a few samples, and next to it, a dwarven mausoleum, where they had come to realize is where Arisi would retire. Inside, on a bed, was the horn they sought after. As Tadias strode over to pick it up, an invisible wind creature attacked him. He spirited the horn out from the mausoleum, and with some doing, the group destroyed the creature. During the fight, Hum rang Chan's chimes and discovered another one of their properties, granting herself the ability to fly. Not putting this ability to waste, she flew over to to the other smaller plateau that held a dwarven sarcophagus. She read the inscription using comprehend languages and realized that this was likely the location of the weapon that Thuruk had advised them to find earlier. Hum was unable to open the stone casket, so thinking quickly, she spirited Rook over to the plateau and asked him to reach into it with his stone walking ability. Both things much to his displeasure. He retrieved from the sarcophagus a large bec de corbin, holding some kind of magical property. Eventually, the Excavators and the Feathergale Knights, Narisi and Desena, make it back down safely, Lucy happily greeting Hum. They meet Atair, who, after telling them the origin of the horn, asks them to destroy it, but instead of that, Delia disenchants the item, freeing Atair entirely. Thurl meets with the group one last time to thank them before leaving, but mentions the two cultists that Hum had freed before the air portal was destroyed. Hum reiterates the utter destructiveness of the air cult, and Thurl assures her that she'll never see those two again. Meanwhile, Gordon's task force, having exited the water node, as it closed behind them, began to discuss what their next move is after they recover. They then get a sending from Gordon, asking if they need correspondence with the Excavators. The groups share their victories and decide to regroup in Force Stride to plan on how to deal with the remaining cult, weapon, and portal of fire. We return to the late afternoon of Flame Rule the 6th in the air quarter of the ruins of Belsimer with the Excavators. You can hear the dogs in the background too. So we find you guys in that room that Arisi once made her throne room, making space to rest. As you are sort of making camp here, taking so long? Hello? While you're sort of making camp here, you hear, you don't hear, you you hear, what sounds like, wind blowing, and, flowing up the stairs is, a lot of dust, but then it's followed by a familiar face. Or a familiar visage. Flowing into the room is the dwarven ghost Ferruk. And he looks more whole now.
I wave at him.
He gives a slight bow. And he says...
You're looking good.
He says... Whatever you did, it seems to have restored me to a more stable state. He looks at his hands. He says, I still grieve for the loss of my kingdom, but I'm more in control now. And so I thank you. He gives a deeper bow. And he looks at Tadias, and I imagine that Beck de Corbin is out, because you can't really stow something like that.
It's probably just kind of leaning against the throne right now.
So his eyes are drawn to it, and he smiles, and he says, I see you have found Godwin's weapon. May it serve you well.
I hope it will. We're going to need it.
He nods and he kind of glances over the party. And he says, though your group seems to have gone through many changes, I still sense a similar spirit from all of you. And he says, there's not much else I can do to help you. And he looks at Tadias and he says, as long as you recover the history of my people here, I am satisfied. And he closes his eyes, and you can watch as the dust starts to dissolve away, and his whole form just blows away as if in the wind, and is gone.
Well, that's kind of song-inspiring, dust in the wind.
And, Oxor kind of scratches his head and says, wait, who's that guy?
Large facility. This place. He's a former inhabitant of it. Was a ruler of sorts.
Oh. Okay. I'm sure there's... He then looks at you and says, I'm sure there's some history books I can look at later. And Oxor sort of stretches and walks down the stairs, and he starts doffing his armor and finding a little nook. He puts down the Targe of Torlir and leans it up against the wall. The ruby glimmering. Is there any stuff you guys want to do with the excavators during this sort of period of downtime before the next, or before we pass the night and actually make the long rest official?
Mega nap.
I feel like Delia and I are trying to find space in Lucy's packs for all the curtains.
Yes, that's a good idea. I also want to. I want to spend an hour and resummon Nathan.
Okay.
Ooh, and I am going to tinker a bit. I am going to build a little clockwork toy. I'm going to make a little dragon clockwork toy.
Cool. Oxor will come over and eye what you're doing. He's just kind of watching you silently, and once you get it all done and once you get it working... Ooh, where'd you learn to make that?
My people are tinkerers.
He says, where do you come from, Hum?
I come from a small village.
Oh, you're not from Forstride?
Forstride's where I ended up after my parents were killed.
He frowns and looks a little abashed. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was just reminded so much today about them and about how things happened and how some people deserve to die.
Oxor kind of silently takes that in, and he draws his sword. And the sword, just to refresh, is very, very opulent looking. The blade is chrome-like in finish. The hilt is just a brilliant gold with gems all along it. And it's not gaudy for the sake of being gaudy. It looks like looking at it up close, it looks like a lot of care was put into its craft. And he looks at it for a moment, and then he says, "You know, I tend to think that only the gods can really decide who lives or dies. I mean," then he takes it, and you watch as he passes the blade through your clockwork dragon. It just phases through. It doesn't damage it at all. He says, my goddess, Selune, if I'm saying that name right, she has, doctrine on what adds beauty to the world. And this sword can't destroy anything that adds beauty.
Hum reaches into her pocket and she pulls out this ruby about the size of her palm. And it's been well worn. You can tell that she handles it a lot. And she puts it into Oxor's hand. And she says, "This is the last thing I have to remind me of my mom. She was a beautiful woman. I was her only child, and she treated me with such kindness and loving. And I'll never be able to see her again. And I'll never be able to spend time with her again. This is what I have."
He handles the ruby in reverence, and he says, I can see that a lot of care was put into the crafting of this.
My mom was a fine tinker.
He moves to hand it back.
And she takes it back and she rubs it, and she just has this little tear running down her face. And just a look, that 1,000-mile stare. I don't tell many people about my parents.
They'd be proud of you. You've helped a lot of people.
Oxor nods in agreement.
I need to sleep.
He nods and stretches and sets about his own thing for sleeping.
She bundles under, and you can kind of hear her sniffling. But she has her head covered, so she's letting everyone know she doesn't want anybody to bother her.
Any other scenes before or after that? Or things? Okay. So same question, but with GTF. Are there any other scenes you guys want to do with these characters before we pass the night with them?
Snow spends a lot of time in a trance.
More than the 4 hours?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, nobody comes to bother Gordon's task force over this night. Both teams have struck intensely powerful blows against the forces of elemental chaos. Snow.
Ren is just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Snow just feels a sense of elation from her goddess. It's wordless, but it is powerful.
She feels really intense pride in that she was able to make her goddess happy.
What's Ren doing?
Ren's gonna sharpen her great axe. She feels like if it's sharper, she won't make the mistake she made last time.
What was the mistake she made last time?
Not killing them before they got control over her.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. That was intense. I think Stoneflame will actually go to Bit, and he'll say, Miss Bit, I want to
Yes,
I want to apologize for hitting you. I did not intend it, but it still happened.
I understand.
And I hope that
It happens sometimes.
Hmm.
All is well and forgiven.
he bows his head to Bit for kind of an uncomfortable amount of time, but then brings his head back up and gives her a curt nod and a kind of toothy grin. Good. Oh, wait a minute. We never really checked if that weapon... Oh, wait, yeah, they did. Never mind. Sorry. That's not a thing that happens. Okay, so, we, as a out-of-game group of players, need to figure out who wakes up first, because I think both parties are going to head into the Fane. If they're going... Are they both going back the way they came?
Well, speaking just for my characters, I know Chadicus isn't going to wake up until someone wakes him up.
Sure.
So,
And Snow's pretty exhausted.
I guess what I should have asked is, well, the first question I should have asked is both, for the return to Forest Stride, are they going to just go back the way they came?
Seems simplest.
Okay. So then, we as a group, need to figure out who wakes up first, or if it's up to you guys, really, based on what you think makes sense for your dudes. What group probably gets started first, or do they end up going at the same time? It's really up to you guys. But the timing matters a little bit.
Well, I know both of my characters, Delia regularly gets started late, and then Snow is really exhausted, so...
Okay.
Hum is up early because she had fitful sleep, so she had nightmares last night, just about everything. And then, Ren is just an early riser. She likes to exercise, so.
So are both those characters rousing people?
No. Hum wants as little attention on her as possible. She's trying to make all the swelling go down from her eyes so no one notices that she had a hard night. And Ren is just, doing her calisthenics the way she does every morning.
Okay, so then Chadicus is sleeps in. What about Tadias?
Tadias is probably up early.
Okay. Does he try to rouse everybody?
Depends on when Hum gets up and when he, if he hears any of her like tossing and turning. Because she told him not to disturb him, so he's probably just gonna maybe take a walk to the downstairs part of that area and just chill out there, pull out the maps, start working on things.
Okay. Is that changed at all by what Bit and Vox does, Nix?
Well, Bit is a very, very early riser. Vox just kind of wakes up with everyone else.
Okay. So early riser is pretty abstract. So I'll let you guys decide who actually gets started first.
Feels like of everything, the excavators have the most people that are up.
Yeah.
All right, so the excavators get started first. They start heading in that direction. Okay, cool.
Bait, this water is really good for rinsing off all the dirties from being in these caves.
Oh, well, I'll stick my toes in.
Well, you guys are gonna have to swim through that hole to get out to the other side, unfortunately.
So I believe I still have water breathing as a ritual. Let me see.
Are we doing water breathing or are we going to do water walking?
It's involving swimming, so I think breathing. Water walking, you'd be on top. I do have it still saved as ritual. Perfect. So yeah, I'll just do the 10 minutes and cast this bad boy.
All right. Since you guys said we're focusing on
Excavators first.
Well, that they're going first, so it makes sense to focus on them since they're going to the same location as as the GTF. This is the last campaign I ever do this. Never doing this again. All right, so cool. So the excavators start to rouse themselves. Was that so eventually Oxor gets up. He starts donning his armor. Rook is also like getting himself together. Lucy will nudge Hum because she can kind of tell that there's something wrong. But Yeah, everyone's roused and rested to take on another adventuring day. And either bleary-eyed or starry-eyed, you start making your way to that door that you'd gotten to before, I assume?
That's Tadai's goal.
You assumed correctly.
Okay. So... I'm just gonna drag you guys there. You walk there, it's totally uneventful. It's a little bit, it's still kind of dark in here. You're gonna shoot across the map. That door, when you get there, you see that it's crumbling. That it looks like it's a bunch of pitch that is kind of cobbled together, and there's bits of pieces of it on the floor. And it leads into that dark tunnel that you had gone through before. And as you guys are walking there, Oxor says, hey, so if we're going back to that dark fane, are we gonna run into that white dragonborn guy? Because you said that he, like, comes back and stuff.
Very likely.
We'll kill him.
Okay.
Again.
I wonder if it takes him longer when we close more of these things.
Hopefully.
You also remember...
Maybe we can use the Dragon Slayer to
I don't think it
whack
works
him
on-
off for good.
Yeah, I don't think it works on people, unfortunately.
It's unfortunate.
You also remember that Zachariel said that he would buy as much time as he could. But that's what you heard him say during that encounter. So, you enter that dark tunnel. And again, it seems like you're out of reality as you're walking through this dark space. There's no details to speak of. It's just this dark corridor that anyone with dark vision can just see yourselves. It's just pitch black through here. But finally, after a few winding turns and an up and down, you come across stairs, and they lead up to what looks like a bright torch. And you start going up that way because, well, it's the only way that is there. And give me a second. Yeah, okay. Actually, can you give me your marching order as if you're marching from left to right? As if you're in a 2x2 hallway, or a 10-foot wide, 2 spaces wide hallway.
I'll be in the front, just kind of scouting things out.
Okay.
I'm towards the back with Lucy. I'm riding Lucy so I can not be talking to people.
Gotcha.
Kind of being worried about how I'm going to be like right in front of her.
Okay. So that works. Oxor. So are you trying to like be a couple paces ahead of the group, Vox? Or are you like just in front?
Just in front.
Okay.
Front.
Well, Rook is gonna do the thing where he kind of lays back a bit, but he's not like, he kind of senses the vibe, but he's kind of putting himself in the mid rank. Okay, so. Give me a hot second here.
Actually, if the party is kind of loud, I'm gonna be up ahead just a little bit.
Yeah, the Oxor is in full armor, so there is noise for sure.
Okay, I'll be up ahead a bit.
Do you have like a amount of feet in mind? Or a length, a concept of a length? That would work too.
Maybe 10?
Okay. Yeah, okay. It's unfortunate. Huh? I can't just do that. That's inconvenient. Okay. Sorry about this. Okay, unfortunately, the way this is set up, it's not going to exactly be what you did there. But, roll a perception check, Vox, as you are far enough ahead. Okay, so, there is that, there's a really bright torch, like, weirdly shouldn't be that bright, and it's kind of blocking your vision. Not blocking your vision, it's making it hard to see because you're just coming out of darkness. But when you're about maybe 30 feet away, which means I'm going to say 40 feet for everyone else, away from the the top of the stairs, and you can see like the roof and like the kind of area, the same kind of like rock structure. You're close to the Fane is what I'm trying to say. When you get there, you see shadows, and you can see figures moving around a bit. And
Do they look? Does the shadows look big or smaller shadows?
They look like they're silhouettes because they're right in front of that bright light, so you can't really make out details. And all that is to say that you're not surprised when you hear a one masculine voice say "Fire!" and roll initiative. After I take you to the page, oh god!
Yeah, because we need tokens.
So the way this is working is that Vox is 30 feet away from these guys, not what it looks like on the map, because there's like no space here. Everyone else is like 40 feet away, and we'll have to just kind of imagine that for this part. This guy's not in here. Bulk macro, turn go, bam. Oh, so good. Okay. Alright, so descending. Alright, one of them actually goes first. Oh, an Oxor. Here. Yeah. Hum, what's your dexterity modifier?
It is a 4, so I'm at 19.
Alrighty, you beat them, so yeah, you do go. You get to act first. So, what the information that Hum has is, There's really bright light ahead, and you heard someone shout. Actually, what you hear is somebody shout, "It's them! Fire!" You have a split second to act. What do you do?
Are we on a ladder?
No, you're on a stairway.
Okay, so Hum's gonna run the to be up next to Vox,
Okay.
and she is going to fire off fear.
Ooh, fear. Okay, so when you're next to Vox, you're 30 feet. You're actually 30 feet away from them. And
Yep.
So the cone for or are you? Let's see. Actually, you can actually get a little bit ahead of Vox, and you would have to in order to make fear work. Are you? Is that cool?
That's cool.
All right. So fear. Let's see. Let's get a 30-foot cone on the board. And she's maximizing this, so yeah, it would definitely hit all of them.
Okay.
Because the origin would actually be like down here in like terms of the map. So yeah, perfect. So you have it up. What's your 17? Okay, let's roll these attacks. I mean, saves. It's a wisdom save. 1, 2. They don't have advantage. So 1 passes. 3, 4, 5. Hot damn, 1 passed. And it was this guy. The rest of them are shit scared. Oh man, I hate that markers are like. I need a better marker. That looks like something that's afraid. Go on.
And the one that's left is going to be viciously mocked.
All right. Stupid tit troll. Alright, they take 6 psychic damage.
And then I'm going, since everybody's running away,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not in his aim, I'd like to take a step back.
Alrighty. You definitely have the movement to do that. Dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns. Okay. Alrighty. So here... Oh, this is pretty funny. So you see them start to, like, stumble over themselves. And this one, in particular, starts to, like, move... Try to, like, push through his allies. And... You can hear him say, "Gotta get Chunzol!" And he's taking the dash action, and all of that blustering through his allies is rough terrain. So he only gets to here, despite taking his dash action. I'm gonna say. And that was it. Delia.
Okay, I'm gonna come up here as far as I can. Can I see them?
So you can't see this guy because of angles, but you can see 4 of them.
Okay, well, we'll just pull them down the stairs.
Oh
I'm
man,
gonna cast Gravity Sinkhole.
gravity sinkhole. Okay.
And get a... Okay, cool. And we'll just pull them right down the stairs.
So the point is going to be like on the stairway. I dig this. All right. Two back. There we go. That is a Constitution saving throw. So this is a sphere, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it would affect all of them. So that's 5 Constitution saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of them save. So okay. We'll say that this guy saved and this guy saved. Okay. So, what level spell is Gravity Sinkhole? Is it 3rd?
It's a 4th level.
It's 4th?
Yeah.
Dang, son. Okay. So, let's see. What ends up happening is, like, this guy is trying to move in this direction. But this guy gets pulled back, so they both clash with each other. Oops. In here, and, they fall prone. That's what I'm gonna say. These two here are prone, and feared. Don't forget that.
We'll slap an empowered evocation on the first ugly I can see.
Okay, it's probably gonna be this guy because he's at the top of the stairs. And
Okay.
this guy, yeah. Oh, let me apply the damage before I forget things. So you hear a nasty crunch as they just like smack their heads together, which is my version of the force damage here. This one took 18, and this one took 9, and oh god, and whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. This one took 9, this one took 18. 18, I say. Alright, and this guy tumbled down the stairs. And this is like half diagram, half theater of the mind. So let's just move your tokens back a little bit, just to kind of signify what's going on here. So they tumble down the stairs. There's no real mechanic for falling down the stairs. There's falling damage, but there's no falling down the stairs mechanic.
How many stairs? You make that many attacks with no pluses against their AC? No, I don't know.
That's silly. I feel like it's probably like height, but then the damage halved. So this is like
That works.
30 feet. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll come up with something later. So it's half. They each take half of this. So each take an additional 6 damage as they tumble down the stairs, and they land prone in front of you. And this one is just scared out of his wits because of Hum's fear. So I like to think that he lands in front of Hum and he just looks up at her with, like, you know, the very frightened face from Indiana Jones. He's like, ah! And Delia, anything else?
Since they're closer to me, I'll do a Blade Ward.
All right. They're like scrambling, trying to get to their feet. Vox, you have a present just right in front of you. What do you do?
Oh, I'm already waiting with my sword. I'm gonna get him.
All right. Which one?
Oh, the one in front of me.
Alrighty. You have advantage. Okay, 19 hits. And then give me that sneak attack. Yeah, so you absolutely gut him. Finding just the right angle and skewered. And, stops moving. And you stole his turn. Good job. Alright. This one up here. Alright, is there anything else you want to do, Vox? Are you good down there for now?
Going. Is that guy down right now?
This guy's prone. This guy's at the top of the stairs, and he looks like he's about to take off running.
So if I go past this one, he can't do anything, right?
Can you key fear again, kitties?
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see, just while frightened, must take dash action. Okay, frightened condition. Just trying to see if you can take reactions or not.
Well, he dropped whatever he was holding, so if he had a weapon in hand, it's not in his hand anymore.
Okay, got it. I should have read that. Okay, but that... Let's see. Disadvantage on ability... Yeah, okay. Disadvantage on ability text. Okay. Well, then, I don't even think this guy's gonna try. I think he's just so afraid of Hum, he's just trying to scramble, so no opportunity attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna jet upstairs.
And the worst thing you'd take would be like 5 damage. Alright, so you make your way up the stairs, and you're in this guy's face now.
Okay.
Alright, so it is his turn, and he's going to try to run away from you. You have an opportunity attack should you wish to take it.
Yeah, I will.
That's a hit.
Did he have... Do I still get sneak attack on that one?
No, because you don't have any allies next to him, and you don't have anything else that gives you a sneak attack bonus. So not this one, but 11 damage is nothing to shake a stick at. However, he still evades you, despite taking that damage. He whimpers a little bit, and he's going to take his whole dash action. He, let's see, so 10 feet. I'm going to say that this is 20 feet, so that's 30 feet, and then he starts running in this direction. Alright, that's it for him. Lucy the Boulette. She does not have a lot of room.
Lucy is going to take a running leap at these guys. So these guys are close enough, right?
So, from where Lucy is, yeah, actually, I think that would work. She would have to move up a bit, but then, yeah, okay, I can see this working in my theater of my brain. Alright, yeah. So, that's gonna be, I'm gonna move Lucy's token so I can see what I'm doing here. So not mounted, so DC 16. It's gonna be strength saves for both of them. 1 and 2. Alright, well, one of them does not succeed. This guy just gets crushed. And this guy takes half of that. So 17 damage in total. And slips out to here, and Lucy's there. Alrighty. Move in action. This one in front of Hum, still terrified, stands up and tries to scramble up the stairs, leaving your threatened area.
She's taking an opportunity attack.
That is unfortunately a miss. And he dashes up the stairs, and...
is he passing me?
He is passing you, but you already spent your reaction, unfortunately. You get one reaction around, but turns and sees Lucy and stops dead in his tracks. And already took his dash action, so that's it for him. This one is going to scramble to his feet and is going to try to run away from Lucy.
Lucy is going to bite him.
Yeah. Chompity chomp. Let's see. 12 is not enough, I'm afraid.
Dang. That would have been good.
It would have been good. So he makes it here. Tadias.
Alright, let's see. You said there's a wall next to the stairs?
Well, I mean, there's this wall.
I mean, I'm climbing up the stairs. I'm down here, right?
What do you mean wall? What?
So the stairs are considered rough terrain, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have a climbing speed. Is there a wall I can climb?
Oh, I feel like that would kind of override the terrain I had in mind, so we'll just say that it doesn't count as rough terrain for you.
Oh, okay. Then 30 feet, how far did it get me? Does it get me up here-ish?
Yeah, it does. It would get you to here. Here. Where my arrow is.
I'll get 10 feet away then.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try out my new toy.
All right.
Big pokey stick.
Big pokey. Oh, shit. All right.
All right. Big pokey stick do that.
Oh, 18 damage. It's not bad. Oh, you rolled double ones. That's unfortunate.
So it could get real nutty.
It could.
How's he looking?
So let's see. 18 damage. He. Darn, I was really hoping you'd kill him with that, but you didn't. So you just kind of like scrape his Achilles heel, and he's just like, ah! He's still up though.
Perfect, because I have a second attack.
Hopping on one leg. Okay, there we go. So you, and this time you trip him, and he falls down, and like you hear a sickening crack as he breaks his head on the floor.
Bonus action dash. I'm gonna like run up the wall and kind of jump over parkour style over Lucy and land right here.
All right.
Actually, I can get a little closer, I think. Let's count it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can get right about here.
Alrighty. Oxor will take the dash action to get to the top of the stairs. And that's Oxor's turn.
About 30 feet. Where can Hum land?
Well, oh, right. And this is rough terrain, so like halfway up the stairs. Now, she could make more distance if she gave herself the ability of flight.
True enough.
Just want to make sure you remembered that option.
I forgot about it, to tell you the honest to God's truth. She is going to go ahead and ring the chimes. And it just doesn't even matter this anymore, because she can just pick what she does, right?
She can just pick what she does. So,
and she's going to go ahead.
Yeah. Well, one is the one that makes you kind of like... So, okay. What happens is Hum is picked up by a sudden gust of wind, and she flips end over end for a hot second before she rings the chimes again and kind of readjusts the tone and stabilizes herself in midair. Now you have a fly speed of 60 feet.
So now I can just come around the corner here and get right up behind him.
Yeah. And they look behind and they can see Tadias coming, and they're like, ah! And then they see Hum fly up behind Lucy, and they go, ah! And that guy's dead. Delia.
Let's see. How far up the stairs can I get?
10
25 feet.
Not very far, unfortunately.
Alright, I will dash and get up the stairs.
Alrighty. And Rook is
that will be my turn.
Rook is dashing behind you, and then he kind of gets up to here and kind of phases into the wall. Vox, what do you want to do?
Now we're done with rough terrain.
Yes. Although you have a giant Lucy here, so it's actually going to be a little bit of rough terrain to get past Lucy.
Okay, if I bonus action dash, how far would that get me over her?
You would actually, if you use your bonus action to dash, you'd have, I think, with the plan to chase down the chain breakers. Mm-hmm. You probably could get to them. Yeah.
Okay. So whereabouts would be the farthest I could get?
Her. That is the farthest you can get.
Okay, I will come in hot with my sword.
You pass underneath Hum, picking up the pace. That is a hit. You unfortunately don't get sneak attack. But 8 damage is good. Anything else?
Why don't I get sneak attack?
Because you don't have any allies next to him.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Alright, but it's his turn now, and he's going to keep trying to run away from you, but granting you an opportunity attack. That is a miss, I'm afraid. So he's just dashing for his life at this point. And Lucy has no room here to do a standing leap. The wall, the ceiling is too far, or the ceiling is too close for her to do that. But she can eat stone.
So she's gonna do so. She's gonna kind of eat a little path around everybody and come out the side next to this guy and bite him.
What's her burrow speed? Oh, she has the same burrow speed. So, alright, she just carves a path. Perfect. Yes, she does that. And she actually unearths something. Oh, wait, you can't see it from here. Dang it. Oh, well. She actually unearths a path. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong layer. She unearths a path here. Like a hidden path that I can't show you because dynamic lighting is already put together, and yeah. But go ahead and roll that attack.
Okie dokie. Damn it!
Ah, Lucy. She rolled a 2,
Oh,
but at least she'll get an opportunity attack.
she was looking at the path. She was so interested in what's behind her, she kind of like bit, but wasn't looking that way.
Yeah, Lucy does look in that direction, and then she lets out a worried bullet bleat, and looks back at Hum. This chainbreaker kind of like stops in his tracks and looks in that direction, and as you're like approaching him fast, he puts his hands on he cups his hands at his cheeks to amplify his voice. He kicking myself, I didn't give him the title. He shouts out, oh no, he would call him that. Pardon me for all this jabbering. He says, Marshal Chanzol! Through the tunnel here. And he's going to attempt to go that way. Does he need to roll a save? Do these guys roll saves at the end of their turns? For fear?
If they can't see her.
If they can't see her.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then he's going to attempt to go into here, and Lucy gets a opportunity attack. That's a hit. He screams out in pain and falls over dead. Tadias, it's your turn.
I think there's only one left, and he's further down the hallway, right?
Yeah, he is a ways.
But there's also this pathway right here, correct?
There's a pathway right here, and maybe if I... Hold on. Maybe if I just do that... Oh, that doesn't really show up for you guys. Maybe if I do...
Now, I've been to these tunnels before. Do I have any inclination to where that pathway might lead?
The room where you the room where the ziggurat is.
It's probably where he's running. I think we're safer chasing him down, though. I'm gonna probably hit the bonus action dash, but let's check it out. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 25, 30. So it should be...
You can
Can I still see him?
You can just see him going around the corner here.
Okay, I'll action and dash to here. That'll be a turn.
You have, like, more movement if you want.
Yeah, but I have a 10-foot range.
Ah, got it. Alrighty, Oxor is going to just try to dash to keep up. He looks at Delia and he says, I know I can't fly, but do you need a lift?
Yes, please.
Alright, he,
I lift my arms like, like how a toddler does to request being picked up.
he's got a shield. He, puts his sword in its sheath and he comes at you with one arm and he, just like hoists you up like a sack of potatoes in one arm and just kind of like holds you to his shoulder. And it's not that comfortable because he's wearing full plate armor, but he starts dashing, and he gets to here, and you get to here, and he as he's like crunch 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 with the armor, he says, "Where should I go? Where should we go?"
Go after Tadias. He's up the hall.
All right. He is going to dash, and because of all of these creatures here, it's going to take it's some rough terrain actually.
Excuse us.
Yeah. He's going to get to there, and that's about as good as he can do. And Delia, now you see you through here. God, I wish I had thought that over a little bit more. You can see the room with the ziggurat. Matter of fact, so Delia's not actually there, but you can see that.
Oh, do I see him?
You do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Guys, we
Oh no,
we've got company.
We lost Groovy. No!
Rest in peace, Groovy.
Rest in peace, Groovy. That's fine, we got rhythm. Oh no, Groovy's back. Oh, whoops, not you. Not you, Rhythm. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna have to reset Groovy, I guess. It's not taking the minus prefix. Oh. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, so, Delia was like, we got company. And that's it for Oxor's turn, though.
Big bad black goop guy is over there.
Yeah, and he's starting to head in your direction. Matter of fact, now that Oxor's turn is done, he's in the initiative order now. It's your turn. You still have fly.
I'm flying up here so that I can see what Delia is talking about.
Yeah, okay, hang on. I'm gonna make like a red marker here and a... There. Those are cameras. So you can see Marshal Chanzal as he was at the altar here and turns toward the direction of the cave and starts walking that way with purpose. And also, this area here is like oily flames, and there's like a few stepping stones here. So this is like dangerous terrain. What would you like to do?
So if I flew down this hallway, how much speed would I use?
15.
Okay, so I did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 45. She's
What? Uh-oh.
she's gonna fly into the room
Okay.
as far as she can.
As far as she can.
Yeah.
So where was she before? Was she here?
She was right next. I can't see there because she removed me, but I was right next to
Box?
Fox.
Okay, so... So you've used 35 feet of movement so far.
So she can do 60. So she's gonna come all the way out of the flames behind this. Can she hide behind this rock? Here.
Yeah, she could.
She's gonna get behind up this rock and hide.
It's gnome-sized. Okay, are you gonna take the hide action?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll that stealth check. Okay.
No stealth.
No stealth. No stealth. Delia.
How high up is this thing?
I have dimensions for this.
Because he's 70 feet away from me, and Evard's Black Tentacles has a 90-foot range. Is 20 feet enough clearance to trigonometry some tentacles up there?
It's a great question. Oh, I guess I don't have dimensions for this. Okay. I think, if I remember correctly, it's actually like 20 feet tall. So, and your question was, what's the range of Ivard's Black Tentacles?
90 feet.
Oh yeah, you have enough clearance. You
Okay.
can see him up there. Yep.
So we will go ahead and do that.
Okay, actually, before you cast it, give me a second to read something.
And I kind of like squirm off of Oxor's shoulder. So I can concentrate.
Oh no, yeah, community. What kind of damage is the Black Tentacles? Just bludgeoning?
Yeah, it says when a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends. A creature that starts its turn in the area and is already restrained by the tentacles takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage. A creature restrained by the tentacles can use its action to make a strength or dexterity check. Against your spell save DC, on a success, it frees itself.
Okay.
And it is difficult terrain.
It's difficult terrain. Okay. Alright, you cast it, and it's gonna start slithering out at him. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good here in this hallway.
Alright, Vox.
Okay. Is it rough terrain over Lucy, or is there room to go?
It's
around her?
it's rough terrain over Lucy. So it would cost you 20 feet of movement to get past her.
And everyone else was kind of going in the new hole.
Well, Tadias went after the guy this way, and you saw Hum fly through the passage, and Delia looks like she cast a spell through it, didn't go through it.
You can see like black tentacles wrapping around my staff as I'm like holding it out at him.
Okay, I'll get up over Lucy, see what I can see that's going on.
Okay. You can see... Hold on. Now I have to take your token, copy-paste it, so that you can see what's happening. So you see this mess on top of the ziggurat, and you can see Chanzal starting to... Oh, perfect. Starting to, get involved with it. You can see a pathway through here, and then this oily, fiery grossness with stepping stones.
Okay, so I took 20 movement. I'm gonna go 20 more.
Okay.
Would I be just like kind of in the hallway?
Yeah,
area?
I'm gonna say you'd be like right there.
Okay, so I could fire off a bow.
Yeah, you could.
An arrow, I mean.
You've got... Yeah, you can do that. First blood. That hits.
And he hasn't gone yet, so do I get sneak attack?
Yeah, I'll give you sneak attack because he's starting to move toward you, and he's got these tentacles going on. So yeah, you get sneak attack for this one. So that's 29 damage. So as you're like walking through, let's paint the picture here. So as Vox is like walking through the corridor, she sees all those tentacles start to rise up from the dark stone of the ziggurat's top, and she sees Chanzal looking right where Hum ducked behind the stone and says, "I know where you went," and then you fire off your arrow and it slams into his shoulder. Ugh! And that's it. Anything else?
No, nothing else I can do.
Alright, this one's still scared out of his wits. Oh wait, he can't see Hum. Wait, when does the save happen? The beginning or the end of the turn?
I think it's the end. I think he gets to make a save.
Okay. Well then he's going to continue to do that dash action, and Tadias, you watch as he starts to dash into this foggy porthole here. But you got your yeah.
Yeah, my mega attack against him.
That is a hit. That's going to be 13 damage. He is cut up pretty badly, but not down quite yet. And whoa, not down quite yet. He kind of goes through that black, oily gate like it's Dark Souls, and continues to dash. Let's see, 20, 55, 60. Okay. And now he makes that wisdom save. Nope. Lucy.
Lucy has 40 feet of movement. I can't see her right now. Or I would move her.
Where do you want her to end up?
But she's gonna end up trying to come towards me.
Okay, I know how this will go down. Yeah, so Lucy's just going to go into that corridor and then just eat through everything and pop out here. Alright. So she's...
And I feel like she's going to scoop Hum up in her mouth.
Okay.
Protect the small.
Protect the small. You got it. Tranzal needs to make that dexterity saving throw. Alright, he is going to spend an Abominable. He pulls himself out of the tentacles. If he makes that save, does he just take half damage? Creature that starts with turn in the area. No, he doesn't take that damage. It looks like. Tina? It doesn't say or half anywhere. No. Okay. So he is robbed of a few feet of movement as he moves away from the black tentacles, and then he is going to start running across, and he jumps down here. And man, hang on a second. I have 2 of his tokens on here for some reason. All right, there we go. So he used 1. That was actually 10. 25.
Once he's out of it, I'll drop concentration on it.
Okay. So he's got that much damage. He is going to. There's not much else he can do. Yeah. He's going to draw his. He's going to manifest his. Actually, nobody else. Oh no, Vox can see him. So he sweeps around. He sees Vox, and growls at her, and he's going to use his action to dash to get up to here, and he'll do nasty stuff on his next turn. That one is dead. Thaddeus, it's your turn.
Thaddeus doesn't like Black Inky Portal of Death, so noticing that no one's followed him, he's going to start backtracking.
Alright.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sees Delia, bonus action, same dash here. 5. And then whatever distance I need to start getting through there.
How far did you just go?
I have another 20 movement.
Okay, you can end up with Vox on the other side of this path. And you see Marshal Chanzal.
And my range. Let's throw a disadvantage Bloodflame Dagger then.
Alright.
So I got 2 of those. 20?
20 is enough to hit. It strikes him, and he growls as a little bit of steam and that black ichor flow out of him.
Then I will chuck just a hand axe with my other attack. That's gonna miss.
Goes wide, and then both of them fly back into your possession. Alright. Oxor is going to head into the tunnel. And make it to here. Standing alongside, and he shrugs, and I think I gave Oxor javelins, although I'm not entirely certain. No, he is stuck without any weapon, so he is going to ready in action. It's your turn.
Smacks Lucy's mouth
Tom?
and says, "Let me out!"
I mean, she will.
And she's just going to
Blah.
she's going to ready a spell for whenever Lucy drops her out of her mouth.
I mean, she'll... Okay, I guess... Sure, she'll do it on her turn. I see. Alright.
Yeah.
What spell are you readying?
Oh, I think that she is going to ready a destructive wave.
All right. Delia, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna stick right where I'm at, and I am going to immolate him.
Ooh. Can you give us the full spell text?
Yes.
All right. So the flames start to like pick up around him, and he sort of stares past Vox, past Oxor, past Tadias, and looks right at you, Delia, and he chuckles as the flames wreath his body, and you see no burning, no crackling, but you see other different flames start to pick up and meld and mix with the ones that you have brought upon him.
When we fought him before, did my firebolt do anything to him?
Um, don't I have this written down? God damn it.
Or is this like a new power?
Mm. Oh wow. Uh. Mm, mm, mm. Ah. Where is this? I wrote this down. Oh, I'm so mad. Well, he has he resisted it. He's taking half of that. That's what my memory tells me, that he resisted it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Vox.
I'm gonna shoot off another arrow.
Alrighty. You won't get sneak attack this time. That is a hit. Another short bow slams into his shoulder. Are you just gonna stay there?
Well, so these stepping stones, they look pretty sturdy.
As far as you can tell.
I want to do the first 3 and then jump over closer to where Hum is, towards that direction.
Okay. You can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Alrighty. And a save. Okay. Fear is over. Now did Groovy die again?
Groovy. What's
Groovy
up?
just keeps dying. That sucks. That's a shame. That's okay. We're gonna keep going.
Sorry, Mike. Was this a rock?
This is like a rock, yeah.
Okay, so I'm in there getting shelter.
You have some cover from where he is now, yeah. Alright. So, Lucy drops Hum.
Lucy drops Hum.
Yeah.
And when she does so, Hum is going to be bled out. I'm hoping that she's bled out here. And she's going to stomp her foot as she does for a destructive wave.
All right. Constitution saving throw. He's got high constitution. Alright, so he takes half of all that. That's going to be 10 thunder and 7 necrotic. Alright.
And then Lucy is going to leap over and do a standing leap and just land on him.
Alright. For that 16 saving throw, which he succeeds, so he gets pushed back 5 feet. And Lucy lands here, takes half of that damage. Alright. And now, Chanzal takes a breath in and is going to second wind. Spending his bonus action, which means no shield bash, but he growls angrily and looks at Lucy and bellows out, I'm going to kill one of you today, even if it's your pet! And you see through the tunnel, and I think between Lucy's legs and the rest of you from where you are, you can see how the iridescent, like, nasty, smoky aura that was coming off of Chanzal, it all kind of, like, all bleeds out of him in a more magnified way, and then it just kind of gets sucked back in. And then you see, like, this kind of explosion of power, and on that unmaking blade that he had wielded before, that iridescence and that dark oiliness just gives it another coat of it, basically. And he is going to attack Lucy. Give me a moment here. I have to copy paste a couple of stuffs real quick because I neglected to do that. Alright. And he's gonna action surge. And he's going to take 6 attacks on Lucy, all at normal, not advantage. And here we go. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Gonna be 15 psychic, 7 necrotic, and an additional 10 psychic damage. Then he attacks again for his second out of 6 attacks.
That hits.
For that much more damage, and the Chaos Purge damage. That's going to be, oh, more psychic damage. Jesus. And his third attack. Is that a miss?
Missed this.
That's a miss. Here's his fourth.
Should she be making saving throws?
Why?
Well, it
It says
says
so on the purge
damage
thing.
type saving throw.
Oh no. It's just a. He's not using Chaos Vent. It's my little archetype. So like there's a D6 in the Chaos Purge damage, and that will say what kind of damage it is. But the saving throw, don't worry about it. For this particular thing, yeah, that's my bad. Don't worry about that saving throw. For this particular thing. That was 3 attacks. Here's his... Wait. Yeah, that was 3 attacks. Here's his 4th. 28.
Hits.
For that much and that much. How's Lucy looking?
Lucy's down.
Lucy's down. Was that what took her down?
Yeah, that last chaos purge attack.
Okay. That was his 5th, and here's his 6th and final attack of this turn. Lucy makes saving throws just like PCs do. So he has advantage on this because Lucy's down. Lucy is at 10. Lucy is at 2 failed death saves. That is it for Chanzal. Tadias.
Okay, let's try to run down the wall and get to Lucy.
Yeah, the wall is definitely rough enough to climb.
Cool. So I'm just gonna climb to the side and just kind of jump off. Try to land here. And I'm gonna use my full action to do my
Healing hands?
awesome art healing. Yeah.
All right.
So
that's
12 hit points.
12 hit points. Okay.
Bonus action. I'm going to dash and get around.
Alrighty. Oxor is going to hop over to here. And, yeah, get to Lucy. You see him hop from stone to stone, and he is going to lay his hand on Lucy and spend his action to heal her for, we'll say, 40 health. Lucy's wounds all start to heal, but now her hide is covered in these nasty scars. But that's Oxor's turn. Hum, what do you want to do?
Hum is angry. She is going to come up here, and she is going to... She's going to ring the chimes.
All right. What effect does she want to have happen?
That's a good question.
She already has flight up.
I think that she is going to do Steel Wing Strike.
Okay. Just one on Chanzal?
Just the one on Chancel.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, that is a miss.
And she's going to use her last Vicious Mockery for a bonus action. She is going to viciously mock him, hopefully.
All right. He doesn't have advantage, or he didn't have advantage, but he failed anyway.
And she is not going to use the little thing. She is going to say, you know, you're a failure to everybody in your life, including your son.
Very good. For a split second, his eyes widen, but then he just goes back to growling and grumbling, and his mouth starts to seep out that nasty black ichor. Anything else, Hum?
That's what she's got.
Also, with Steel Wind Strike, you're definitely either there, or there, or there. Because of how
Yeah,
the
right
spell
there,
works.
it's fine.
Alrighty. Delia, what are you doing?
Alright, when I see Lucy go down, I'm gonna start moving my little gnome legs through this hallway. And then when I make it there, I am gonna polymorph myself into the T-Rex.
Okay.
And then hop over the little oily, fiery stuff.
You basically tiptoe over the stepping stones.
Oh, we have a thing for it.
Do we do? I remember like we did that, and then I like remember that we never did it, but
And can I bite him, or is me casting the polymorph my action for my turn?
casting polymorph is your action for the turn.
Okay. I'll do the like Jurassic Park T-Rex scream at him.
Nice. Okay. Vox.
Okay. So I'm gonna pop here. Just out of nowhere and get a stab in with my dagger.
Are you going above or below Lucy?
About, like, kind of beside her.
Okay.
In between her and him.
Gotcha. Ooh! That is a crit. With the sneak
Big
attacks.
dices.
So roll that sneak attack twice. And I'll add them together. That's a good one. Not so good, but hey, it's damage. You deal 58 damage to
Then I'm
Chantal.
going to disengage.
Alright. You alright. Perfect. You just gut him in his side, and the ichor starts seeping out and getting all over his legs and trousers, and he just groans. Ugh. And then coming out of the cuts is this guy, who is grievously injured, but sees what's happening here and just starts running toward doing what he can as a chaos cultist. Lucy.
Lucy is going to take a bite of Chantal.
All right. That's a hit for 35 piercing damage as he crunches into...
I feel like she shakes a little bit too.
Yeah. She shakes him a little bit, and he's definitely nearing the end of his corporealness. He is going to... Oh, he only gets one. Yeah. So he's already second winded. So he is going to look around, and he makes the decision to do as much damage as possible. So he is going to pop his last action surge, and he starts to spin in a whirlwind of death. So first he is going to strike once at Lucy. Oh wait, first he's going to shield bash. Actually, he's going to try to knock down Hum. Athletics, ooh. I don't think you can beat that.
How did you know?
So Hum is violently knocked down by Chanzal as he whirls up, and first he's going to strike at Lucy with his super souped up unmaking blade. I don't think 15 hits.
And he misses.
And then he's going to strike at Hum with advantage. 29 will hit.
That does hit.
That's a low roll. For that much and Chaos Purge damage. And then he whirls around and takes a normal swing at Tadias. This is his third attack.
I would like to use my reaction.
You are.
I'm gonna make him miss that automatically with my gust armor. I believe him and I make strength saves. I can copy it. 1 second.
Okay. Also, something you probably forgot about, kiddies, is that Oxor gave you an amulet that lets him react when you get hit or hurt.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah, lots of stuff. Talisman. How does it work exactly? It's in his stat block. Talisman stuff. Let's see. Rebuke. Hit by an attacker you can see. Use reaction to deal psychic damage equal to proficiency bonus and push it up to 10 feet away from the talisman's wearer. That's significant, actually. Actually, I think all that happens is he ends up here. So, yeah, this is
But
good.
when he gets pushed, does that mean Lucy gets a gets a reaction?
No.
Saying he's moving away.
No, because
Damn.
it's not at will movement. But he takes what's Oxor's proficiency bonus? What's your guys' proficiency? 4. Takes 4 damage, and then that's what throws him off from hitting Tadias in addition to the wind jets, I think.
Okay. And then he and I make
a
strength
fail
saves.
save. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Let me read that again.
Oh, 20.
To
I
go
don't
short,
disadvantage.
the attacking gesture is huge or smaller. If oh, it just misses. And okay, got it.
I think the idea is that we both get pushed back if we fail.
Right. I am the one that wrote that, after all.
I got a 20 on mine.
Oh! He's so flipped around by the weird psychic talisman rebuke that he gets pushed away 10 feet. And he's stammering back. But he still has movement, so he's going to just charge forward. And he spent 3 attacks, so now here is... He's going to attack the T-Rex, because he's mad at the T-Rex. So this is a normal attack. 14 on the T-Rex.
Yep, that'll do it.
That'll do it. So that much, and the Chaos Purge damage. So that's Psychic and Force and Necrotic, Psychic Force and Necrotic damage for... I can do the arithmetic for you real quick here. 31 damage. Alright. Then, that was his 4th. 5th attack onto dice, normal. 13. And he is going to... He's gonna attack you again, because that's like the best thing he can do right now, so he's gonna do that again. Yeah. Wow. 14.
Dodging. I learned from last time.
He is staggered significantly, and it's your turn, Dias.
Alright, let's see if he likes dragon piercing things. One.
That's a hit. As you come down with the Becta Corbin, you notice that it's not the magical dragon slaying stuff isn't really affecting him. It seems that whatever he is now, it's not as draconic as he once was.
All right, cool. I'll just bring that down like the pointy end and just kind of pierce into him, and then I'm just gonna try to bludgeon him with the side of it on the second attack.
That's a hit. For 17. And he's...
I'm gonna crack him in the jaw, and I'm gonna see that he's kind of weak, and I'm gonna try to drive my exploit damage attack for his neck and see if I can just finish this thing.
All right. You do finish this thing. So as you
Sure.
come, yeah, I'm sure actually. As you come down with the blade, and do you swing this in like an arc? How did you describe it?
I think the first hit was kind of like a stab down to like his shoulder. The second one was taking the side of it and kind of cutting into him, and the third one was kind of pulling back and stabbing directly into his neck.
Okay, so when you stab directly into his neck, you see these flames that actually hadn't been showing up. Like the last time you encountered him, he had like these flames that like attacked you, and now those didn't show up this time. And you see that they kind of creep out, and they kind of take the form of a hand. And as Chanzal starts to turn into the Ichor again, you see that the hand of flame gives you a thumbs up.
We're coming.
And
Stay on.
it, as Chanzal turns into that black smoke again, the ruby on the Tarja Torlir flashes brightly one more time as the dark smoke just sort of flows back into this altar here. And we're out of initiative.
No, we're not.
We're not? Oh yeah, we still got one guy. Okay. Chanzal is gone. Oxor looks around and sees that guy and... Oh, okay. And he's... Excuse me, Lucy. And then walks another 10 feet. Hey, you should probably surrender. He doesn't respond. He just starts running for Oxor. What do you do?
Hum is going to come forward
Finish the fight.
and finish the fight. She's going to pull her crossbow and use the multi-shot. Just the regular multi-shot, not the 10.
I see. Okay. Roll that attack. Oh, wait. Well, wait, what is this then?
Oh, this is the bolt shower.
Did you intend for that?
So it's only...
Or is it only 2 of the...
Oh, it was only supposed to be half of that.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. He's definitely down. You riddle him with bolts and he crumples. Oh, we're out of initiative. And,
I've been stuck in the wall.
You're stuck in the wall? No, you're not.
Was that Zachriel we saw?
He's still alive.
Yeah, that was like the second time we saw your friend and the shield blinked. So that's gotta be significant, right?
Highly significant.
Just one more. We deal with that dagger and we'll get Zachriel back.
Let's go get it.
Let's take 5. Now we're back. Okay, so Chanzal turned back into smoke, went back into the altar. That other cultist guy got bolted down. Not much time has passed since the excavators returned to the Fane of the Eye. What do you guys do?
I would like to examine this altar.
Okay, you walk up to the altar.
I don't want to touch it or anything. I just want to like look at it closely.
It's a dark basalt altar.
Is there anything like inscribed on it?
No. Actually, yes. One symbol on all sides. The the eye symbol. This thing on all sides.
Do I see any openings, like inlets that the smoke goes into? You know, kind of like a Like a bathroom fan?
No. It's seamless, other than the embossed symbols.
Let's see.
Hammond's shaking down this guy here.
Shaken down.
S-
Valuables.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got some gold on him. He got 11 gold. Good 4 stride
Okay.
money.
Good 4th stride money. So she's going to walk out and see if any of the other guys have any money on them.
Okay, you hop across the stones and such. And Rook kind of meets you on the other side. Yeah, we'll roll that real quick all together. Vox, are you investigating that desk?
Yes.
There's nothing there. It's kind of just barren now. And I think Vox was around when you rescued Mikhail from Chanzal the first time, and you remember that that's where he was forced to work.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. This is the workbench, right?
Yeah. 49 gold, all told.
Okie dokie. And Oxor picked up the 50 gold last time, right?
50 gold?
Last week.
I don't remember where we got that from.
Okay, maybe I don't remember correctly.
Yeah, so, what do you guys do? Is anyone else doing anything else? Dice?
Nothing on my end. I'm just waiting for them to all get situated. I'll just be over here cleaning goop off my equipment that I probably splattered on me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. After you collect that gold, what do you want to do?
I just keep moving along. Back with the group.
Back with the group. Okay. Sorry. So from here, what do you guys do? It is now just quiet. Except for like the kind of oily flames off of these slicks here.
Well, we're coordinating in 4th Street, if I remember correctly from the sendings. So
I
we
guess.
want.
Should we just leave then, or?
I think we're gonna head out the one door that has the Nexus, right? The one that leads from the Nirthol Woods.
All right.
Because that's the closest to 4th Stride, if I remember correctly.
It is the closest one to 4th Stride.
So Taz is gonna like put that in the group's mind and say that's probably the quickest way to get back.
Sounds good. Let's get a move on.
All right, ready when the other one is.
Should we wait for them like outside? Says Oxor.
We might be able to cut the path, make it a little bit easier.
We do have to meet up with Gordon, too.
Oh wait, my question is like, are you through Oxor? Are you going to just like start making your way to 4th Stride now?
That's where we agreed to meet. So, yeah.
Okay. So, what'll happen is the GTF will just be like maybe a half hour behind. Okay, I see what's going on here. All right, cool. All right, I dig that. Okay. So you guys leave the Fane through the way, like you go back through that cut across corridor, and then you head back down those stairs to go to the entrance from where you came from before, I imagine. So let me just move your tokens. And shift ping. Oops, no. So like in that way, right? Is that the path that you were taking?
I feel like we've passed through this thing a few times, so if it's the most consistent and easiest one, then yes.
It definitely is the most consistent and easiest. Okay, you guys leave and you start heading through the forest the way you came. The room with the barrow mound where Chanzal almost Kudagrad Tadias is empty as you walk through it. And you're realizing as you're leaving the fane that it was much less the kind of oppressive feeling you felt was much less as you were as you walked from before. And you start walking through the woods, making your way back to the road. And it's a couple miles, and the excavators begin making their way there. I need to check my distances real quick. Yeah. Okay, so we'll spend the rest of this session with Gordon's task force. So, we divert our attention to Gordon's task force, who have just gotten themselves all ready to go, out of, like, in a narrative sense, a half hour ago. All right. Stone Flame stretches. Are you ready?
Ren comes over and nudges Chaticus with her foot. We have to go.
Oh, certainly. What's harm?
Let's go find a real bed.
Shadowgus is going to slump over and begin kind of fumbling with some of his stuff in order to start casting the water breathing.
Alrighty. You cast water breathing, and you indeed everyone makes their way through. And this morning, Velia is a lot quieter than she was before, but moves along with the group. And let me see here. Oh, that's not there anymore. You pass through all these dead cultists and Sagwahuns. And actually, just let's see. Oh my goodness. Can't spell words. So as you're walking across the platform here, you start to hear what sounds like whimpering.
What is that sound?
Coming from here. And then you hear a ah! And then you hear footsteps.
Wait, don't go. We will not hurt you.
Ren, what if it's one of those things again?
Okay. Shh.
Do you follow the noise?
I follow the noise. Wait, don't go nowhere.
Alright, so when you make it into this room here... oh, Ren doesn't have dark vision. Does she take the torch with her?
She took the torch with her.
She sees this apparent cultist starting to open the door, and he turns around and he says, "No, no, no, please, please."
I am not going to kill you. I just want to know what's going on.
He looks down at his hands and he says, I'm blocked from all Hydra. I can't channel her divine watery power."
There is no more divine watery power. I am sorry.
He just falls to his knees and wails in emotional agony.
Are you a toddler?
He just snaps shut at that and looks up at Ren. I'm cut off from my power.
Well, you shouldn't have picked the bad guy, huh?
Perhaps this is a lesson to you.
Like what she said.
What are you going to do with me?
What do you want me to do with you?
Let me live?
But you picked the bad guy.
He seems to have no answer for that.
What are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
I don't know. I thought I would have a place by Gar's side, and if not him, then that other thing while all Hydra ruled.
All Hydra is gone.
You see tears streaming down his face.
Mr. Snow, what shall we do with him? He seems very distraught.
I kind of like tower over him as he's kneeling. Perhaps you can make penance for your blasphemous ways.
Penance sounds like fun.
He throws himself down at Snow's feet. Anything, anything.
I like touch him with the tip of ice.
Where do you touch him with the tip of ice?
Is he like bowed?
Yeah, he's bowed and he's like, it looks like he's about to try to like wrap his arms around your legs, like in a please spare me kind of way. And he looks up, he cranes his neck to look up at you.
I put the tip of ice like right in the middle of his forehead, like where my snowflake is.
Okay. And
then I sort of squat down and I look him in the eyes.
You can see. Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
There's an effect. You can see. You can see the already clammy skin start to blacken, and it resolves into a shape of Oral's holy symbol, the snowflake. And he just looks into your eyes.
There is another power that you could serve.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I won't lie to you, it's hard. But if you truly desire to make right, travel to Fourth Stride. Find my priest. His name is Theo.
He nods, and he says, I'll row to Rollid and come to Fourth Stride that way.
Good. You cannot hide. If I find out that you have not done what you've promised, I will find you.
What do I call you?
I'm Snow. A priestess for my goddess, Auril.
Priestess Snow, yes, of course. He clambers to his feet and he kind of sidles the wall, bowing to Snow. And he says, "Of course, I'll find the steel, and I will do right." And he's still looking at Snow at this angle, and he turns and he just kind of boofs into Chadicus's belly. I'm sorry. And then he just kind of dashes around, and then you hear him pad away.
I wonder how he'd feel knowing that you were the one that cut off his connection.
My goddess works in mysterious ways.
Do you think he will dependence?
I don't know. Only time will tell.
Based on his previous choices to lead him to this road, it's unlikely, but I'm always hoping to be surprised.
I
The
think
cold.
he just wants to find somebody to follow. I think it will be fine.
The cold can be oddly purifying at times. I have hope.
I guess we should get going, Velia says.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys head down that hallway and back to that stairway into the darkness that connects this temple, quote-unquote, to the Fane of the Eye. And, as you're coming down the stairs... Oh, good lord, I'm zoomed in way too hard. Okay. As you are coming down the stairs... actually, give me a marching order as if you're going south. With 10 foot across hall.
Bit will be in the back.
Stoneflame will be right in front.
Yeah, so will Ren.
All right. Okay. That works, I think. Okay, so as you're heading down the stairs, you sort of cross a threshold, and a couple of steps later, you can see... actually, wait a minute, can you? Sorry, 1 second. Boy, howdy. Okay. Who's holding the torch, by the way?
It's going to be Ren.
Okay. Cool. So, as you walk down the stairs and your torchlight starts to illuminate the ground ahead of you, you see 4 Chainbreaker cultists standing ready, and as soon as they see you, they ready themselves. They weren't trying to ambush. They weren't smart enough for that. So roll initiative. Alrighty. Oh, Bit. It's your turn first. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna come down the stairs, right up into their faces, and I'm gonna give this guy a couple whacks.
All right. Whack. That's a hit. For 11. And another hit. For 13. Dang, good damage. Unarmed strike.
Gonna give him a kick.
That unfortunately misses.
Nope, we're not.
Alright. Chaticus. You also see these water weirds too. They're kind of like hanging on the edge.
I don't believe I said I cast Mage Armor, so I think I'm just going to use my first action to do that.
Alright.
And then, is there any fun bonuses I can do? Not with this character, I don't think. I think I'm going to pudge myself backwards a little bit. Call turn.
Alrighty. This one can't do anything. Doesn't have the reach. Chainbreaker here is going to attack Bit. First is going to attack. Oh, 11 does not do anything. But he's going to thrust out his hand and energy. Actually, excuse me. He's going to do something else. He slashes. That doesn't work. And quickly he draws from a pouch that's sort of hanging off of his shield. And I need Bit to roll a dexterity saving throw as this dust gets thrown in her face. Alright, you avoid it deftly, and it's just this cloud of this black dust that just kind of settles down. Alright, that was his turn. Water Weird can't do anything, Snow.
Okie doke, I'm gonna come down here. And I'll tap Ice Butt on the stairs here below me. And I will do the frost simile.
Ah, alright.
And then we'll attack this guy.
Heck yeah. You all see a silhouette made of ice that stands right next to Snow and coordinates with her and moves with her, striking when she strikes. That's a hit. For 10 damage in total. 12 damage in total. That one hits too, as the glaive that the ice silhouette has strikes true for another 12 damage.
And I'll do it.
Alright. This Chainbreaker is going to come over here and it's going to try to slash at Bit, dealing 13 slashing and 1 necrotic.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Alright. Ooh. Good hit for 16 damage. Still a good hit. So, ice comes in and slashes at him, and he staggers back a foot and then thrusts out his hand and is going to hit you both with an energy blast. Actually, no, he's going to hit you with a... no, he's going to hit you with the Chaos Vent. Blah!
Oh, my damage rolls were messed up.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, I was just rolling 2.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. That's weird. Why is that happening?
I don't know. The D6 and my first damage got deleted somehow.
Do you want to reroll? With the...
Will it work like this?
Oh, that's much better. What are you rolling D6s for?
I don't know. How did this get so messed up?
It's a great question. Ice is a glaive.
Yes, this is a D10.
Huh. That is very strange. Well, I'll let you have that damage. So you don't have to roll again, but you can go ahead and fix that. I'm just gonna do the arithmetic. 23 damage. Okay. Cool. 23 damage. So need you guys to make a dexterity saving throw as he blasts you with fire. Alright, you save, and I'm pretty sure that Bit will save. Bit? Yes, so blast with fire, you both duck out of the way easily. This one's going to come up and take a advantage, not advantage, but flanking bonus on Bit. .24, 8 slashing, 3 necrotic on Bit.
Did you roll for
Yep.
Stone Flame?
Oh, I did not. Alright, he'll go next. He's gonna hop down here and walk up here. But I'm gonna have him finish his turn first, so I don't forget. He's going to also pull out his hand and use Chaos Vent on the same two of you again. That's gonna be a dexterity saving throw again, as lightning tries to zap Snow and Bit. Please roll more dexterity saving throws. That's 11 lightning damage on Snow. Then Stoneflame comes in with his glowing hammer. He does not have advantage. 12 does not hit. 26 does. Doesn't have that Molten Anger, but hits him pretty good for 18 damage. Ren!
Ren, seeing Snow and Bit being hit so much, goes into a rage, and she's going to run down the stairs and beat on people.
Alright. That is a miss. That's a hit. For 15 damage. Alright. Looks pretty messed up now. Anything else, Ren?
That's it.
Alright. Velia is going to walk forward a little bit, and she's going to use her volley and do an attack on all four of these guys. Where's your... So that's going to be a longbow attack on all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hits this guy for 7. Misses this guy. Hits this guy for 10. And the one in front of Bit goes down with an arrow through the neck. The one behind him takes 13 damage. And that's Velia's turn, and his turn comes, and he's going to run over to Stoneflame to engage him. That's Stoneflame's thing. 25 on Stoneflame, dealing 12 damage. And then he is going to use his Chaos Vent on Bit and Stoneflame. And the saving throw is a Constitution saving throw, as this thunderous force booms out of his hand. Man, you're making fire saves, Bit. Does Stone Flame do as well? He doesn't. Alright, he takes 10 thunder damage. Okay. Bit, it's your turn.
Let's start pounding on that guy there.
Alrighty. That's a hit. For 8 damage. And that hits. For 12. And that unarmed strike hits. Pound, pound. He looks very messed up. He doesn't look like he can take another hit like that.
That's all.
That's all? Okay. Well, Stoneflame is going to swing his hammer at this guy. 1. Ooh. That one hits. For a total of 13 damage. That's his turn. Chaticus.
Alright, I'm gonna waddle my way down. I'm gonna just make a little right here. I'm gonna try to thwack this one. Bonus action Shillelagh and action Booming Blade.
Alrighty.
There should be this button.
That is a hit. Oh. For a very good chunk, and you also inflict spores.
Yeah, for later.
Later. So that's 5 spores. Nice. Well, Water Weird can't hit anybody from where it is. Chainbreaker here is dead. Snow.
Alright, let's smack this one.
Alrighty. You miss. Oh. Ice Butt?
Alright, we'll butt it.
That hits. And you kill him.
Wait, which one dead?
This one dead.
Reaction, he's a zombie with 1 hit point.
Oh, okay. He's a zomble now.
Zombo.
Alrighty. Nobody is within range of this Water Weird. To his chagrin, this Chainbreaker is going to attack Ren. With longsword attack. Oops, that's not it. That's just a hint to myself for earlier games. 18 damage, or 18 to hit.
That hits.
For 10 slashing for necrotic, and then chaos vent. So
Can I
he's
take my reaction?
yes. That is a miss. So Snow and Ren need to make constitutions. So Ren, you save. Snow, you save. You don't get hurt as much by the thunder. Does the zombie act on your initiative?
Let me check. I think it does. I don't think it rolls initiative for something that already existed.
Just saying, since he's on the initiative tracker, you might as well do his thing now if you want.
Let's find out. When they die, infest a corpse, when zombie things. Zombie's turn comes immediately after yours and obeys your mental commands.
Okay. And Ren, it's your turn then.
Okay, she's going to strike this guy that decided to hit her.
All right. Yeah, he's dead. That first one hit him. He's down. There's no way. And your 16 would have missed the other one. So, are you gonna move at all though, or?
She's just gonna come down here a little bit. She sees the water weirds, but she is very aware that they have not slashed out, so she's just gonna hold her next action.
All right. Velia is going to also slowly come down the stairs. and she's going to try to needle this guy to death. And she does, as the arrow strikes the thing's neck, and he falls over.
And she says out loud, does anybody else see these water things that are not coming at us?
I think it's because we're not close enough for them to actually hit us. As he skirts around here. So maybe we should keep it that way?
Do we have to kill everything?
Stoneflame just shrugs and looks around. Kind of out of initiative now.
I don't mind just leaving them.
Best
I'm-
to save our energy.
Are they really bad guys, or are they just water things?
I mean, the last time we were here, they didn't come out at us.
Can I speak in Primordial at them and say, "Are you bad guys?" Or just pretty much verbatim, like translate the party members as they're talking around them?
It doesn't respond, but it kind of like pays attention to you as if it understands. It now its attention is just now their attention is just on you, like not a hostile way, but like they're just looking at you.
I mean, you could be a bad guy, but not a bad guy.
Can you make your face mustache tentacles wiggle?
Their little tendril things wiggle.
Chadicus says, "Back up one step."
They kind of look left to right, and they back up a step.
Huh. Can you squirt a little water onto the walkway?
They don't squirt water out of their mouths like Squirtle, but they do. One of them takes their tendril and just kind of like slaps the walkway from where it is, and a little bit of small puddle appears.
They seem to be listening to my commands. I don't know if this is a guise or a ruse to bring me closer to attack me and eat me, but it is entertaining nonetheless.
You should tell them to go home and have nice life and don't hurt nobody.
I'll do that. You've done well. Go back to your plane of existence and enjoy all the freedom that is there.
They stare at you, Chadicus, for a moment, and then one of them kind of gestures with their tentacles this way.
They seem to be gesturing towards the north.
And they start heading that way, and then this one turns around and looks back and gestures with their weird tentacle thing again.
Do we wish to follow the whims of some tentacled water creatures?
Well, perhaps if we stick close to the wall.
All right, I'll start walking this way.
I'm kind of curious now, Stoneflame says.
We should be
Me
alert,
too.
though.
Can I quickly make an insight check to see if their intentions are with any sort of malice?
Yes.
Yes, this button.
They're very hard to read, being creatures of elemental water without much, like, tells other than kind of their faces, but, they don't seem to be leering at you.
Okay.
Velia kind of just sticks really close to the wall.
Wait a minute, it's getting very tight up there.
Did we come this path when we came through the first time? as these party members?
No, you didn't.
Yes, and I'm not familiar with this way either.
They go through a waterfall into this pool here.
I'll just kind of look down at him.
And you look down at them, and then you can see in the pool there's something glimmering.
Do you all see that as well?
You mean the shiny thing?
There is a shiny thing, is there not?
Looks like many shiny things, Stoneflame says, as he peers over, and is not all the way down there. Jesus. And one of the water weirds kind of disappears into the water, and then reappears. And you know how, like, with something that kind of sinks in water, and if you're like in a pool with it, and you can like kind of move it around by just like moving your hands through the water, and like the flow of the water kind of turns it around. That's happening, and you can see brilliant shining carnage kind of flipping around, and then because they don't have thumbs, it just kind of slips back down into the drink.
There is mummies down there. Ask them if we could have them.
Is this yours? Are you giving it to us, or are you saying that we can take this?
They give a shrug expression.
Nice.
I still have my zombie, so I'm gonna have him kind of like, just walk over to the edge and stumble in this waterfall and kind of fall down.
Okay. Plunk.
I'm gonna have him like just sink down there and just grab as much of it as possible.
All right. And you notice that there's like actually some kind of really thin stairs on the side here as it's like climbing back up, and starts bringing up carnage.
What was it? The adorable idea was I was gonna give him water walking afterwards, and he'd float up to the top for us.
Oh well.
But either way, yeah, he can walk up the stairs. That makes my life easier.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, give me a second here. So he starts pulling up carnage, but that's just like kind of the tip of the iceberg. He pulls up a few rusty iron coffers, and he just puts them down on the edge of the water, along with like some loose change of 10 gold.
I guess I'll pocket the 10 gold. And are the coffers like sealed, locked in any way?
They look sealed, but they're sealed so that they don't open by accident way. They don't look locked.
Okay, I'll pop the 2 open, and I'll like display them for the rest of the party.
So some of them are empty, but there's 2 that have quite the treasure. 730 gold, 900 silver, a silver ewer. I don't know what that means actually. What is that? Oh, it's a nice little jug thing. And some spell scrolls.
Well, this is a delightful little trove we found.
With the other amounts we have, we are very rich.
I'm gonna tell the water weirds thank you in Primordial.
They wave and then they kind of just dive into the water. Can we get out of here now? Delia says.
I mean, you were the one that was in this for the money. You'd think you'd be more excited.
Well, now we have a pretty good big purse, and I'd rather not stay here any longer.
Seems fair. I walk this way. How big are my eyes when I see this?
Your eyes are huge. They are. There is all kinds of fungal growths along this, and I think we'll have to explore that next time.
Sounds about right.
Thanks for watching. If you're watching.
Bye, Joy.
All right.
Joy.
Bye, Joy.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
I've been keeping track
Thank you,
of the
Mike.
pod since we